Good afternoon, I'm Thomas Barrett. This is my informative speech for class Communications 110. These are my 5 people. All right. Millions of Americans fall prey to the crime of identity theft on a daily basis. This crime is made possible by a few skillful criminals and the complacency that some people use when safeguarding their personal documents. The intent of this speech is to educate you, the audience, on the definition of identity theft, the different types of identity theft, and the ways that you can prevent yourself from becoming a victim. First, I'd like to start off by defining identity theft. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, identity theft is the theft of a person's personal information in order to obtain money or credit. According to the FBI website, although this crime is widely reported, it is very hard to gain convictions. All right, moving next on to the different types of identity theft. There are 8 types of identity theft. The first being financial identity theft. And basically all that is someone stealing your personal information to get money or credit. The second type is insurance identity theft. This is the newest type of identity theft, and all this is a person taking your information to get any type of insurance. The third type of identity theft is medical identity theft, and this is closely related to the insurance identity theft. This is the most dangerous and also the most hardest to clear up. It's dangerous because the person takes your social security number and gains medical attention, but at the same time, that medical history and your medical history are combined, and which could result in a disastrous effect. The next type of identity theft is criminal identity theft. Criminal identity theft is when a criminal has warrants and doesn't want to be arrested again. He uses your information to get himself out of trouble. The result of this is you get pulled over a week from now and find out that you have a warrant in your name because of a DUI that you supposedly got the week prior. The next form of identity theft is driver's license identity theft. And what that is when your driver's license information is used so that a criminal can gain other IDs in your name. The next type of identity theft is your social security identity theft. And what that is your social security number is sold to illegal immigrants, deadbeat dads, or anybody trying to fly under the radar from the IRS. The next type is synthetic identity theft, and this is when a criminal takes bits and pieces from different people's identity and pieces them together to commit their crime. The last type of identity theft is child identity theft, and this is usually committed by a parent. The example is when a parent has bad credit, they use their child's social security number to obtain credit and open accounts. This results in the child turning 18 and already having a very bad credit history. Next, I'd like to move on to discussing the consequences. As I stated before, identity theft leaves a trail of destruction in its wake. When a person finds out that they're a victim of identity theft, a lot of people don't know how this is going to affect them. Some ways that it'll affect them is, one, their bank accounts are either cleaned out or overdrawn. Criminals open up multiple accounts in the person's name, and the person's credit history is ruined due to delinquent accounts. And not only that, their freedom is at stake because they're being arrested for a crime that they didn't commit, but their information was used to process that criminal. Next, I'd like to talk about who the victims of identity theft can turn to. Once you have been made aware that you've been a victim of identity theft, one, you go to the police. The police can get investigations open and get started, and maybe a criminal culprit can be apprehended. 2, you can go to the 3 major credit agencies, which are TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, and have your credit flagged so that no new accounts can be opened under your name. And then lastly, between the IRS, the FBI, and the justice system, they dedicate websites to identity theft that gives you a plethora of information as far as who to contact, what to do, what not to do, so that you don't feel alone while going through this ordeal. And lastly, I'd like to talk to you about the things that you can do to protect yourself from becoming a victim. According to the FBI website, there are 4 things that you can do that will stop you from becoming a victim of identity theft. 1, you can not send any documents over the email or the mail system that include your personal information. 2, you can not discuss your personal information over the phone with strangers. If someone calls saying that they need information, it's suggested that you hang up and call back and find out if that is actually what they need. And then third, the credit bureaus say that you should check your credit every 90 to 120 days so that you can check to make sure that you have no fraudulent things on your credit. And then finally, it's suggested that if you're going to need documents, don't leave them around, safeguard them. And if you don't need them, it's suggested that you buy 2 types of shredders to destroy your personal information. And one is a strip cut shredder, and the other one is a cross strip shredder. In closing, identity theft is a malicious crime that destroys the credit of good, hardworking people and leaves people financially devastated. Now that you've been equipped with the knowledge of what identity theft is and what you need to do to protect yourself, it's your responsibility to remain vigilant and secure your documents.